This video is going to demonstrate how to start the Classes 2 assignment for Web Design 1. Once you're logged into the Web Design 1 Blackboard course, click on the Assignments link and scroll down to the Classes 2 folder. Once you're there, this is going to be the same setup as Classes 1. So with that, you are going to have to save the pre-existing zip starting files to your Web 1 Assignments folder. So I'm going to right click on this and choose Save Link As. And I am going to navigate to my Web 1 folder, Assignments, and then I'm just going to put this right in there. And then in my Web 1, I'm going to go into Assignments, and then here's Classes 2. I want to double click on that, and then I can delete that zip file. In there, again, the same as with Classes 1 if you've already done that. You can see there's just a few things in here already. I'm going to go ahead and open up the index.html, and I can see that there is pretty much nothing done for us here. So this assignment is going to combine everything that you've learned this quarter. So it's going to be a great review. You're going to have to put in the HTML, you're going to have to put in the CSS, you're going to have to do the classes. So you're going to have to do everything. But it's all good. It's not going to be that tough at all. All right, so let's see. We unzipped. Let's go into Dreamweaver and create the correct folder and file structure. Okay, so whoops, let me close anything that I already had open. And let's find, okay, so I'm in Assignments, and here's Classes 2. Oops, Classes 1. Oh, Classes 2. There we go. So I'm going to right click on the Classes 2 folder and go to New Folder and type CSS. Go back to Classes 2, right click, New Folder, Working. Right click on the CSS folder and do New File. Hit Command or Control A and then type in styles.css and hit Enter or Return. Perfect. Now double click on index.html to open. All right, a lot of content in here. Okay, so add the code and styles according to the instructions below. Again, use Command F on a Mac or Control F on a PC to find the following phrases. So kind of taking you back a week or two from whenever you did the HTML assignments, where you had to find these things and then put the tags around them. So it says grid-based design, 6 creative column techniques. Well, that's going to be our first one. So I'm just going to put an H1 tag around this. And I'm going to zoom my code in so you can see it. There we go. Next, all of these are H2. So what is grid-based design? Well, this is going to be an H2. Okay, so I'm going to save it just to make sure these things are changing. Yep, there they are. All right. So you'll go through all the H2s, H3s, there's one H4, H6. There are some block quotes that you need to add in. There are going to be about 33 opening and closing paragraph tags. Then it's going to tell you to add a class called special to the following phrase in the H1 tag. So it says 6 creative column techniques. So it said it was in the H1, so it means it only wants to affect just this tiny phrase. So you have to think about how you're going to put that class on there. Add a class name conclusion to the following tag. So if it's telling you to change the entire thing, try to think about where you're going to put the class on there. Same thing for all of these. So it's going to tell you where you should put classes, and you just have to decide if it's a span or not a span. Okay, and then a few other things in the HTML, and then all of the CSS styles. Remember that whenever I give you these instructions, I am not necessarily putting the dot in front of the selector. That's something you're going to have to do. Again, I give you the final result, so that way you can see what yours should look like. And again, the image is already taken care of, so you do not have to worry about that part. Okay, so again, this was just kind of getting you started. Hopefully you're kind of catching on to the routine of everything with working with code and kind of doing the HTML and the CSS part. Remember that whenever you get to CSS, you're going to have to put in the link tag. And just this time we'll kind of continue with putting it in. But if I wouldn't have shown it in this video, Maybe in future assignments, just hopefully know that you have to put that link tag in. So it's left caret link, space href, browse and find your CSS. Okay, see, that was trying to go to classes1. That wouldn't be good. So make sure you know that it's going to the right thing. That would have messed up everything. We would have been able to fix it, but it would have messed up. Okay, so type text CSS, and there you go. Okay. There it is. CSS. All right. Okay, so that is pretty much it for how you would start the classes2 assignment. As always, when you're ready to submit the classes2 assignment, make sure you have saved everything. So do file save all, and make sure you double check it against the result. And then whenever you are done, right click on classes2, go to compress, and then double check what Blackboard asks you to name it. Okay, so this one is going to be 03 classes2, and then your last name. And then you would just take this zip file and you would upload it to your Google Drive Web 1 folder. And then also, if you want the feedback, make sure you upload the grade sheet as well. Do not put the grade sheet in this zip file. It makes it a little bit harder to kind of give you your feedback, so please keep those separate. But if you don't want the grade sheet uploaded, then you don't have to. Just know that you won't get feedback. So just kind of making you guys aware of that. Okay, so that is it for the classes2 assignment. As always, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask, and good luck and have fun.